Hey, what's up guys? Many times back with another Pokemon Go video. Today we're going to be telling you about, today we're going to be talking about grinding, okay guys? And this is not your party dance move. I'm talking about grinding for Stardust, grinding for experience, and grinding for shinies, okay? These are three ways that people go out and do it. Everyone does their own different way. Personally, I'm doing for Stardust right now. I really want Stardust. I'm trying to get to 3 million base. And I'm very close, but that's one way you can do it. Other people go for experience. I'm on my grind to level 50. I'm only at level 44, so that's also something I'm looking into, trying to get the most of if I can maximize out on friendship bonuses. But that's another way. And then the third is obviously shinies. So if you're out grinding for shinies, you might be shiny checking all the time. You might be if you're trying to get the rocket shinies, you're probably doing a lot of rocket battles and catching up to rocket leaders and such. So I'm going to give you guys a couple tips on what I do to maximize that when I'm grinding for either of these three items, okay? So let's dive right in. We'll get into tip number one, and that will be starting with the experience grind, okay? And this is probably the easiest one of the three, mostly because Niantic made it very easy for us. Pokemon Go is very good at friendship. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of ways to get your friendship bonuses up without really any effort at all. So the first thing you can do, guys, is get a bunch of new friends. If you don't know where to do that, go on Facebook, find a Pokemon raid group or just a general Pokemon group and post your code. People will be all over it. Or if you have Discords, I can post a couple links in the channel, in the chat here, guys. There's a couple different things you can look for. I try to find local raid groups on Discord, so I found one for Toledo, very good. I found a couple worldwide ones. There's people all over the world that are opening gifts and doing this too. So there's all sorts of places, guys, you can go on and find active people that are playing all the time that send daily gifts. It's a huge way to get your experience up, guys. It's amazing bonuses, especially if you have an egg on. Lucky egg, you can really double all of those here and get a huge amount, especially if you stack up 2 or 3 ultra best friends at the same time. I know it takes a while to build up to there, but if you get a couple people that are all going at the same time, for example, over this past weekend, I had 5 people all at once ready to go for best friend bonuses. I got all of them, got 1 million experience in one day. Actually, just in a couple minutes because I had the egg on and opened a bunch of gifts. So guys, that's one great way to do it. But also, if you're catching Pokemon too, and this gets into tip number 2 as well, if you're grinding for Stardust, and experience kind of goes with this. Stardust is a little bit more tricky. There's a couple ways to do it. I personally just like to go out and grind Pokemon. That just means catching as many as I can in a short period of time. So what I'll do is there's a couple places near me. I like Toledo Botanical Gardens as one, and I like Olander Park. That's another great place to go, guys. It's an easy loop at either place. You can figure out a path that works for you. Just go around, hit as many Pokestops as you can to get a decent amount of experience there, but also just catch as many Pokemon as you can. If you don't know the quick catch trick, I'm going to make post here in a couple days, or just go check out the Trainer Club. Billy's got a couple of videos on it too. He makes it pretty easy for you, but guys, it's an easy way. I was just there this afternoon for an hour. I caught maybe like 150, 200 Pokemon, and that's on the low balling it. You could easily do a lot more if you're just going very quickly and catching as many as you can. So guys, that's an easy way to get a whole bunch of Stardust. Obviously, it's 100 per Pokemon per catch. Weather Boost gets you an extra percentage, and of course there's other Pokemon that are tiered up if they're evolved. Right now there's Combi that's out that gives you 750. So guys, there's a lot of different ways you can grind there, but that's a great way, especially if a star piece on. Huge extra bonus there, 1.5 times what you would normally get. So if you're out there for an hour, you put on 2 star pieces and you just go after, you catch as many as you can, guys, you're gonna come back with like 30, 40 K in Stardust, and that's huge for just a half hour to an hour. So that's a great way to maximize, great way to get after it. And the third is shiny checking, okay? Third item, that's a little bit more tricky because if you're out there, you don't want to be catching them as often, so there's a couple ways to do it. For me, when I'm out shiny checking, I still try to use the quick catch technique because you're missing out on Stardust. I won't have a lucky egg on or a star piece, but at least that way you're getting some while you're doing it. But a great place to do that is also if you find a park, you're just walking around and you check every single one that you walk by. Don't leave them hanging, guys, because every one that you don't check, there's a chance that there could be a shiny. So guys, go after everything that you see. You might get lucky, you never know. Might find a shiny that you weren't after, but it'd be nice to have. My cat's clawing at the wall, sorry about that. But another way I like to do it, I like to go after Rocket Leader shinies, specifically the recent ones that were out now, the Beldum, from Arlo is awesome. I have 3 of them right now, and that's because I've battled so many Arlos. But the reason I do that is because I know it's a great way to build up on Stardust, and that's a very powerful shiny to have too, especially in the shadow form. So if you guys see rocket leaders out there, go after it. That's 500 Stardust per person, per rocket grunt anyways, and then 1,000 per leader. You get all of those eggs too, so it's a huge bonus for the strange eggs when you get those. And what I like to do is I'll battle a bunch of rocket leaders, always make sure I have an egg spot open. So that means you'll have to be walking around a lot, and if you have an egg hatcher like I posted in another video, it's a great way to clear your bag space before you battle a rocket leader. So you can have egg spaces available to get that. But with that said, guys, when you're battling these rocket leaders, and this goes into the Stardust and experience thing too, when you get all of those lucky eggs, or the strange eggs, save them up. Save a bunch of them up if you can. I try to get 9, sometimes 12 if I have the time and energy to go out there and fill it all up. It does take a little bit of extra effort once you get close, because you can't spin stops, and you've got to make sure you're not filling that egg spot too soon. But guys, if you put a lucky egg on, or excuse me, a star piece on when you're hatching these, if you're watching out when that's coming up and you get them all at once, yesterday I got like 150,000 Stardust. Just from those hatches. Like, it is a huge bonus. So guys, I'm telling you, take advantage of that. Make sure you're putting your star pieces on when you're doing this and getting as many as you can. But going back to the shiny checking, leaders, I love those. It's a great way to make sure you're getting those shinies, just grinding them out, battling as many as possible. But also, just if you're walking around, check everything. Make sure you're checking every single Pokemon. If you're playing at home too, put on a you put on an incense and you just go after it, guys. I'm telling you, if you use these tips, you will get a lot more shinies, a lot more Stardust, and a lot more experience just with these couple tips. So I know this is kind of just scratching the surface. There's a lot more to grinding and getting Pokemon than this, but this is kind of just to get you, if you haven't grinded before, if you haven't gone out before trying to get a lot of Pokemon or anything like that, this is a good place to start, guys. Try to get as many items as you can, get as many Pokemon as you can, and build up your bag space. Too, this is another good tool. Bag space is extremely important when you're trying to grind, because if you don't have enough Pokeballs, you don't have potions, you don't have revives, you don't have berries to help you catch Pokemon, you're gonna kind of struggle on this. So you want to make sure your bag space is up so you can store all of these items. And if you can get Great Balls and Ultra Balls too, if you can build up on those and toss out your Pokeballs, or not toss, but just use them up as quickly as you can, so that way you're saving up these a little bit better, easier to catch with balls. It's another way too, if you're saving up for a calm day or a big event, you want to use up those red balls beforehand, save up those better catches so you can maximize when you're out for these events. So anyways, guys, I've been rambling a little bit. I'm going to end it here, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you use these tips to your advantage. Leave a comment in the description or in the comments. See how I can improve. We're only getting a little bit better every day. I know I've taken about a week or so off from a video, so I hope you enjoy it, guys, and we'll see you soon. Peace.